Welcome everyone, my name's Father Matt. I'm the pastor at St. Columbanus Church, and I'm really grateful that you're with us and part of this Bible plan as we journey together during these weekdays in the month of May. The scripture that we reflect on today comes from the book of Ecclesiastes. And Ecclesiastes, as you probably already know, is one of the books of the Hebrew Bible, of the Old Testament. In a particular way, this third chapter of Ecclesiastes is one that's probably familiar to a lot of us. It's a scripture that we often read at funerals, at homegoing celebrations. It's a scripture that sort of puts life's journey into perspective. I really love this reading of Ecclesiastes. I love to hear it and to reflect on it because I think that what we read in this third chapter of Ecclesiastes is such a great summary of what our journey in life is really like. See, there's this invitation that's offered to each of us as we grow as disciples, as we deepen our lives of faith, which is to recognize that everything that happens in our lives is appointed by God. That for everything that we experience, there's a season and a time. And look, that doesn't mean that it always makes sense. And there's moments when we feel that we're living out of season. And there's times in our life and in our journey where we find ourselves, maybe like we do in this moment of pandemic, with lots of questions about why it is that we're in this moment, how it is that we even got here, and what it'll be like in the future. But in verse 4, we hear that there's a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. I think there's something beautiful about this play that's taking place here in Ecclesiastes. To be reminded that even though we might find ourselves in a particular season that's difficult, challenging, trying, confusing, causing fear, God reminds us that that particular season and that time that you might find yourself in, it won't last always. That our mourning can be turned into dancing and our weeping can be turned into laughing. That even the sufferings, the difficulties, the trials that we face, all of that can be transformed into newness, that we can experience joy. And so as we find ourselves going through this moment of uncertainty, as the coronavirus continues to affect our global community, it's a moment to be reminded that this season, that this time, God will be able to transform it into something great and something new, and that you and I will still be able to find peace and joy in our lives. I think Ecclesiastes challenges us to be present in this moment, but to be filled with the hope of how God is going to change and transform us to become even better. God bless you.